What's up, everybody? You're tuned in with Vitamin D with the T, and it's your girl D. And today we have an awesome returning guest, a family friend. Such a wonderful friend to me, y'all. I am so honored that he took time out of his day and just time out of his life, period, to come on my show. Please welcome back my homeboy, Aaron. Thank you so much for coming back on my show, Aaron. How you doing today?
I'm great.
That's good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. Y'all, me and Aaron, we're going to be talking about a bunch of real life stuff today. You know what I mean? So, speaking of real life stuff, I just want to get into just a small little public service announcement. You know what I mean, y'all, on where I have been and just being patient with me. And, you know, I know I've been, you know, inboxing people and asking people to be on my show. People probably think I'm random. You know what I mean?
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though.
I know, because I'm trying to get my feet out there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sometimes people respond, sometimes people don't respond, and sometimes they'll be like, well, what's your show about? Like, and, you know, I'm still learning as I go, and I had to really sit there and figure it out, like, what is my show about?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm still, and I'm going to be honest, I'm still trying to figure it out, because my show started off as trying to just help people, you know what I mean? And, like, bring
What you mean
people.
by helping people?
Like, bruh, my goal was just to, like, bring people on, just to let people voice be heard, whether somebody had a story, a business, a problem, anything. Like, my goal was to help people, which I still want to do, but I had to, like, redirect and, like, help myself.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got to make sure I'm good, and that's where I feel like I failed at. And then, like, I was, like, stressing out over, like, guests and stuff, and I had to realize, like, you know I'm grateful for you, but I don't always need a guest. I am the show.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't sit up and just be dependent on that and letting that discourage me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just wanted to touch base with my viewers and my listeners and everything to let y'all know to, like, bear with me. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. You know, I done had a baby. I got my family. I work 2 jobs right now. I done got another job. Like, I'm working at a hotel, so you need a discount, I got you.
Right.
For real. For real. I do.
But
yeah, for real. you know I got y'all for real. I'm not playing. But, you know, I'm just trying to figure it out, y'all. So bear with me, and I love y'all, and it feels so good to, like, be back in front of the camera, in front of the microphone, just doing my thing. So again, Aaron, thank you for coming on my show.
No, it's a pleasure. I'm thanking you for having me.
No problem. No,
you know,
problem.
It's always a vibe when you know.
It really is. Y'all, he know how to turn up. He know how to turn up now. No, y'all, for real, because this is my, of course, you had just had a, last time he came, he still, you know, him and Dominique were still together. This is my best friend's man, you know what I mean? But when he first came on, they had just had a baby. You know, like, life is transitioning at that time. That is such a detrimental time of your life, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just good to just see us growing and thriving.
Yeah, she was fresh.
She was fresh as hell.
Yeah.
She wasn't even 1 year old yet, was she?
Nah, not even.
You feel me? She was a baby.
Yeah, she was I want to say a couple months.
I feel like that too, because she born in what, June? The beginning of June.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was like maybe mid-summer to end of summer. She was a little bitty baby, y'all. So it's just good to link up and get back together and check on each other. Like, how are you doing mentally? How are you doing?
Mentally? I'm in a great spot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been on my weight loss journey.
Okay.
I lost 30-something pounds now. I lost 230.
Yeah.
I'm under the 200.
And you know what? You do look better. I was wondering. I was like, dang, did he shave your head? But you been had a bald head.
Yeah.
You did lose weight. Okay then. All right then.
Yeah, people been saying it, but I can't. You know what I mean? But I
look at yourself every day, so it's hard to see.
I feel better. I say that. I feel better. I quit smoking cigarettes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I quit smoking cigarettes. So it's like I said, my mental is getting better. Like it's definitely getting better. I think like when I was smoking cigarettes, I was like feeling like I didn't like myself. So it's like I had to get over that now. Like every time I think about a cigarette, I just pop them in because I always think about like I'd rather have my breath smell good than the cigarette.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's.
I used to smoke cigarettes.
Oh, did you?
Man, what? I used to smoke cigarettes and Black and Milds. People think that I talk shit about a lot of shit, but I am experienced with a lot of things. I did a lot of things at a young age. Random story, like the other day I was talking to my friend and I was like, girl, yeah, I used to go there when I was like 18, 19. She was like, Des, how are you going there? I used to have my sister's ID from like the age of 15. Like, I remember when I finally turned 21, I was geeking to go use my ID at Brownstone. And he was like, you gotta be 25 to get in here. Like, and he was looking at me like, bitch, you come in here every week. Whose ID is this? Like, it was like such a confusion. You feel me? So that was random, but I'm glad to hear that you stopped smoking cigarettes. I've definitely been there before, so I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Well, it's just moving forward. It's been like I said, it's been helping my mental a lot. Just moving forward, working out. I feel better.
That's good. That's good. That's
good.
Way
better. Yeah, definitely.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
This my first drink in a little while.
Damn, I hate to be the influence.
No. I feel good. Like it's like.
It's a celebration drink.
Yeah. Because we were back on your show. You know what I mean?
I did that too. I did that too.
Like,
People don't know this, and I'm about to literally tell the world. I didn't even know if I was going to tell the world. Like, but I did not have my high school diploma. I
don't need.
But I got mine.
Oh, do you now?
I did. I just got mine like a month ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm about to be 30 years old.
Like you need it.
You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it.
I done made more money
without it.
Yeah,
and that's how I always
like,
felt.
With like college degrees and stuff like that. So it's
I
like,
absolutely 100%.
What do I need it for? Like, you know what I mean? Like, school don't really teach us how to make money or how to earn money or how to think. Like, you know what I mean? How to use our mind and be creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I 100% agree.
It's just a strict schedule.
Absolutely, something you got to do for 13 years.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I absolutely do agree. My job, though, I ain't gonna lie. My job, I had to go through loopholes. I had to say I had my shit. You know what I mean? But they was like trying to verify and shit. Like, but the reason why I didn't get my high school diploma was because I didn't pass my science OGT.
Oh my God.
Yes, ain't that stupid?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ain't that crazy? So I tried to take it years and years and years, like, and so going back to this, I stopped drinking. At the beginning of the year, I stopped drinking for like
That's
3
good.
weeks. Like,
That's good.
I got my mind right. I stopped smoking as much. I stopped drinking for a few weeks. And when I stopped drinking for them few weeks, it had my mind focused. I was taking them classes, you know what I'm saying? And I passed my tests, you know, like, and I get what you're saying. You don't need your diploma, but I also get what you're saying. Like, when you just take that break from drinking, it does help your mind get clear. And then I took a drink. I don't even drink as much as I used to. Like, I had a serious fucking drinking problem. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I still do. You know what I mean? Like, my dad, he's an alcoholic.
My grandfather was.
My dad is an alcoholic. Like, sometimes my daddy will call me drunk and not, like, me and him will, like, have words or whatever, and he won't even remember the next day. Like, he get drunk like that. You know what I mean? Like, I be worried about my daddy because he be sitting at home drunk. Man, what?
I just met your mother. I never met your father.
Yeah, like, my dad, he is an alcoholic. Like, I mean, I'm not even going to say he's a functioning alcoholic because he don't. I love you, Daddy. He's going to watch this. My dad watches my episodes. Okay. But my dad know I love him. And I if I'm ever saying something about somebody, I will say it to your face. You feel? Because I love you. And like I tell you all the time, Daddy, like, I'm never going to I'm never going to say, go jump in the middle of the street. I'm going to tell you shit that's going to be to, like, help you. You can't be mad at nobody for telling you shit because they love you. You know what I mean? So... But I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you know your mental health is getting better. You know, like,
for sure.
Because working out
more confidence too. More confidence and just build myself more.
That's awesome.
I think that's what like this journey is about. Just about building myself up to be a better person than I can be. Okay. And realizing that you can be better, even though you feel like you comfortable where you at, but it's okay to do better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
People need to understand that. With you taking a breather from drinking, like, hey, let me chill out from this. Being obsessive of a lot just become a liability.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like, you just drive right to that liquor store.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like, you would tell yourself, like, don't go to the liquor store, and you still go. Like, you'll be like, I don't need to drink. And that's when I realized that I knew I had a drinking problem. Like, I've known for a long, long time that I've had a drinking problem, but I drink too much liquor. I drink excessively. You know what I mean? For no fucking reason. Like, so
I feel like that's a liability because when you drunk, you in the sharp, you ain't, like, you know what I mean? You ain't on your feet.
You getting caught slipping, everything, bro.
So it's just like, it's like being obsessive with it. Like me with smoking cigarettes, like I can't breathe sometimes.
Right.
You know, mess with my lungs and stuff. But me working out, it's a better replacement of that because I can breathe. I feel good when I'm leaving.
And you working out.
And it cleared my mind. I advise anybody that like suffer from mental health, just take a 20-minute walk every day.
You heard what he said?
A 20-minute walk every day. I feel like that'll you can't tell me you ain't gonna feel good after 20 minutes of walking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah, you feel so refreshed. You said all day, like, ooh, that felt good.
Yeah.
Motherfucker asked you all day what you do, went for a walk this morning. You always let somebody know that you went for that walk. Or even exercise. Exercising gives you that same effect. So I need to get back into it. I feel like I've been so busy lately. I've been kind of neglecting it. You know what I mean? So I definitely need to get back into it.
But what's 20 minutes? You're not going to miss it.
Not shit.
Not
shit. 20 minutes of me scrolling on this dumbass phone, laying in the bed looking foolish.
And I deleted, and that's crazy because I deleted my social media also.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I deleted social.
That's hard.
Yeah, no, that's hard. That's hard.
That's hard, y'all.
That's hard. But it's a mental thing. Like when you first wake up, you just pick up your phone.
For what?
Get them first 20 minutes to yourself.
Right.
Saying what you're grateful for.
Right.
Like,
that's real shit.
Your day is gonna go so much better than see the drama that's going on.
You ain't lying though, Aaron. You ain't lying. My dude, he be talking shit to me about that, but it do be some truth to it.
It do. No. But
you know what I mean?
It's the news nowadays because it's so much on there. Like, you know what I mean? The news got a Facebook now.
But this is right. But my thing is, the social media news is realer than the real news. We be knowing shit before they dumbass.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
sure do. So it's just like I don't have to have Facebook, but guess what? Everybody around me. So guess what? Oh, you said this? No, I ain't got no social media. Oh no, this is what it said. Boom, look.
Right.
So I don't need one because everybody's gonna tell me what is going on. Like,
right.
You know
you don't
so,
need it. You ain't fresh for that shit.
Yeah, like it ain't no need to. I don't need to have it. Like, you know what I mean? People gonna already tell me like, man, you see social stuff on there? Nope, I ain't seen it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't really like that ain't really my life. I put them times that I can spend on looking at everybody else's business and put it into mine.
Right.
You know?
Okay. And that kind of tap back to what I was saying. Like sometimes you gotta really take that focus on like everybody else and really just focus on yourself, focus on your peace, focus on your happiness. Like as far as my mental health, my shit be up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like some days I have good days, some days I have bad days. But I have taken steps. I just started therapy last Monday, so I feel much better about that. Kind of, sort of, like. I don't know, I might fire her, but, because I don't know, I feel like I know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something guilty.
But when you feel like you know everything, we know nothing. Because what do we know? I mean, what do we know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying, like, because I always want to be the dumbest person in the room. Like, you know what I mean? I want to learn and soak up as much information as I can.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why most of the time I get in the room with people that's higher than me, I'll just be quiet. You know, sense of me talking. But guess what I'm doing? I'm note taking. You said what? How you do that?
Right, observe.
You get that? And you said you like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just about people mental, about being like observative of their surroundings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I can tell you, like, just it might be a plain person to you, like. Oh no, he ain't got no. But I could tell you like he probably good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, because
I know what you mean.
I study body language. Like when you study body language and when you study yourself and your mind, you study yourself, you understand people better.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you start understanding yourself, you understand people better. Like, you know what I mean? Because we all essentially the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have a mind, we have a body.
Yep.
We have a
we
soul.
Just got different opinions and shit.
Yep.
You absolutely right.
Shapes and sizes. Like,
Facts. When I say that I feel like I know everything, I don't know. I guess I'm just delusional to feel like therapy's supposed to fix shit. Like, I don't know. I just felt like when I was venting to her and talking to her, like, I feel like I don't know. I think about when you go to therapy, you're going for a solution. I am a solution-based person. Like, I am not a lingering person. I will dwell on some shit. I personally like to address things head on. Like, I like to find solutions for problems. So, if I'm taking time out of my day to go to therapy, I expect for us to be working towards a solution. But I'm going to give it time because maybe it was just my first session. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you said, I like to learn shit too. But I don't want to just, I can calm my mind. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could call Dominique.
That's
you feel what I'm saying? I need a solution. Like, I need to figure out how can we cope with shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just my whole main thing when it comes down to it. But other than that, my mental health is pretty decent. You know what I mean? So I be trying. I wake up and I try every day. And like you said, I do get on my phone, but I do pray. I talk to God about what I'm grateful for. I write. I've been writing like a mug. Like, you know what I mean? That's one thing I really have noticed helps me. Is just writing it down. Taking it from my mind and putting it down.
Yeah, that's important. That's
you know what I mean? Just taking, like, sometimes I just want to take like 15, 20 minutes out of my day just to write. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even if I write on my iPad, like, just write, you know what I mean? Get the little pen and just write. You know, so that's one thing that I have been focusing on. Like, I'm just trying to also work on, like, healthy relationships with my mental health. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, but healthy relationship with everything, healthy relationship with alcohol, like healthy relationship with food, healthy relationship with working out. Like, it was just a point where I just
looked at it like that.
Hell yeah, like I just worked out for like every day for like 2 years, 3 years. Like, that is not, I mean, it's healthy for some, but I was going excessive just thinking like I'm trying to get this body type, you feel me? Like not eating right, like not really putting in that forth effort, just unhealthy relationships with a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a nasty habit that people have. You know? So that's one thing that I'm definitely trying to work on. So I'm glad to hear that your mental health going good. I'm glad to hear mine is going decent, you know. But you know, I'm a Gemini, so
no, you're gonna get better. You're gonna get better and better.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think so. I do. I think so.
Because like when you have a habit of drinking, or like, you know what I mean, obsessive habit of drinking, and you put that to an end, like, hold on, let me put this to the side. You're already growing with your mind. Like,
that's true. Like, and you see things clear. You see things differently.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely another one thing. And another thing, this is just random that I want to ask you. Aaron, what was your first impression of me? Like, I don't know if you even remember the first time.
I really do.
Okay.
And it's the reason why I love you so much.
Okay.
Your bubbly personality and like you being yourself. You being yourself. Like you don't
switch up.
You ain't about to.
I try not to. I started to though, y'all. That's why I had to take a break
from who you are, and I love that. I really do. And I feel like also that like you see yourself. You want to get better at what you do, and I see you challenge yourself. Like, what can I do to be better? What can I do to get better?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? As far as like this setup with you knew like let me go get a space. Like, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that. Let me invest in myself. That's my main thing. I got to, and I had to start taking chances too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to stop being so afraid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
just take that leap, man. Life is risky, man.
It is.
Life is risky. Why not risk? Well, I say I'll take a risk on being rich than poor any day.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm not taking a risk on being poor.
That's crazy that you just said
I'll take a risk I'll take a risk. Why not? Because I can end up back broke. I've been broke before. Or I can take that chance to be rich.
It really at the end of the world.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta skip now. That was like at the end of the conversation. But now that you said that, define rich. What do you think rich is?
I wouldn't say rich. I'll say wealthy, and I'll say poor, because wealthy to me is everything costs the same.
Okay.
So if I buy this water, it's the same price as.
No, we go. We go. Sorry.
If I buy this water. The same price as this water is gonna be the same price as a jet or a yacht. So basically, what that means is, like, the wealthy, no matter what they buy, they get wealthy. When we buy things, it's a liability. We get poor. We get debt.
Right.
Like, so, success to me is everything costs the same.
And so basically, you saying success to you is financial freedom, to where you're not even stressing about it.
Exactly.
Like, you don't need like a buku amount of money, but you want to be financially free.
So
financially free.
Yeah. So it's the freedom that, like, cause you know I got 2 babies and I got a woman, so I want to travel, you know, spend my
and
days
do nice
down.
things. You want to put your woman up.
Yeah, for sure. And like my personal goals too. Like I want to have acres of land. I want to be able to just have like square footage of house, like you know what I mean, a big square footage of house. I want a lot. Like,
and that's awesome that you honest about that, Aaron. Because I'm so guilty of that. You see how quick I was to be like, put your woman up, and you like, damn, but me too. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. We are so quick to forget about y'all feelings. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, I'm gonna make sure I put mine.
Yes, you are, but see, everybody don't deal with that.
Like, I'm a provider. That's what I think. That's what like women misconstrue. We providers, so we gonna provide. I feel like women is not strong enough to accept that. To accept that we are providers and we are meant to provide for y'all and make sure that y'all are safe and provided for. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like
I can accept that. I be like, look, I can accept that. I tell my man that all the time. Like, a man got a man job, a woman has a woman job. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, we cannot control how we were born. You cannot control that you were born a man. I cannot control the woman that I was born a woman. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that you acknowledge that because, again, we tend to kind of, you know what I mean?
It's us, it's y'all.
Yeah, we do. We tend to just focus on our feelings and, you know, so I'm speaking for our women. We don't do it intentionally. We do still love y'all. You know what I mean?
But it's y'all are sensitive and don't take this away, but y'all are weak beings, not as like weak as like of course y'all weak physically, like
we're frail, we're fragile, we're emotional. Don't say weak, don't say
no, but it's just it's a denotation, it's a connotation to every word. So it's basically like it's a good word, it's a good meaning of a word, it's a bad meaning. So it's like I didn't mean weak as in
a bad way, you meant it in a good way.
Yeah. Like basically like y'all just like y'all can't help but to be weak to y'all emotions. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, we are sensitive. We are emotional. Exactly. We definitely are. I cannot take that away.
But it's also y'all strength. Like you know what I mean? Just how like every kid need a mother, every kid need a father. Like it's just that kid need the logic, and the other kid need the nurturing and the symphony. Like you know what I mean? Like of the parents. Like you know what I mean? That's why it's yin and yang. They need both.
Yeah,
like, you know
absolutely.
I 100% you can't take one without the other. I don't think
you can't. I believe it. I 100%. I 150,000% agree with you. So that's what you think rich is. What do you think poor is?
Passing over opportunity regularly.
Okay.
So I think that's what poor is just not escaping.
He really he broke it down for y'all ass. He go on that ass.
Yeah. So it's just like me personally, it's just how I wanna really put it. I think poor is a person that wanna stay in one spot and not elevate. Yeah, that's a poor.
I agree.
It's a mindset.
I agree.
It's a mindset thing. Like I feel like if you think and feel you're wealthy, then you're wealthy.
Yes, I
agree. You know what I mean? You think and you feel poor, then you're gonna be poor. Like me, I don't really worry about if my bills gonna get paid, but I'm sowing so much stuff. I gotta reap from it. Like you know what I mean? I'm putting so much in the universe. I gotta reap from it. Like you know what I mean? Like you put energy into bringing your podcast, so you're sowing.
Exactly.
You might not reap until 2-3 years. But
look at dude, extra cheese and broccoli. You know what I'm talking? You know what I'm talking about? How that nigga just trending right now, and his song, that song has been out for fucking how long?
Yeah.
And now he is selling out all types of shit. Like, yes. Huh?
Tia. That's the song.
Tia. Yeah. I don't fucking know the song, but I know that song was out when I was a child. But if that's the name of the song.
It's my A9.
Yes, A9. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that nigga. Yeah. That's true. That's true. But I agree. Me personally, I feel like rich is like what you said, like financial freedom, like. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't all the way have financial freedom, but I feel like I'm rich. Like I got my family, I got my home, I got my, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's what makes us rich. That's what makes us whole. And then everything else will fall into place. And like you said, when it comes to poor, agree again. Like it's a mindset thing. Like motherfuckers that don't even want to try, motherfuckers that don't even put forth effort. Because my thing is, I don't care how hard you think life is. I don't care what you going through. If you are putting forth effort, a way will be made. You get what I'm saying? Like, the bills will be paid, no matter how much you look back and look like how late you was, that light bill didn't go off. You feel me? You didn't get your shit sat out on the corner. Unfortunately, some people did, but it'd be that poor mindset of motherfuckers not even putting that forth effort. You know what I mean? Like, so I definitely agree with you when it comes to that, when it comes to like being rich and poor. But I'm rich and, I say rich and, I'm wishing everybody being rich in their own way and success in their own way. You know what I mean? I want that for everybody surrounded by me. So, just a little public service announcement. I'm wishing that on all of us. You know what I mean? Because we deserve that. You know? So, but I definitely do feel like I'm already rich when it comes to like the life aspects. But I get what you mean. Like, motherfuckers deserve to travel. Motherfuckers deserve to have nice things.
But I mean, but also, I feel like, sorry to cut you off.
No, you ain't cut me out.
But I also feel like some people want different things also. Like, people don't want a lot of wealth. Like,
no, they
some
don't.
people don't just want to be comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
more money, more problems.
Yeah, no, for sure. So it's just like some people just want a comfortable life. Like, I just want to be comfortable. But me personally, I want more.
Me too.
Yeah, man, I want
Same.
more.
And we gonna get more.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We gonna get more.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So
for sure.
that's the best thing about it, because when you want more and you do more, you get more. Just
Yeah.
like when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
the more
shout
you
out
put
to
in,
us.
the more you get out.
Man, what? Hell yeah. And it's crazy because I was just talking to my sister about that. Like, I went through some like emotional shit like with my fucking cousin. Like, we got drunk and got into it, and I was like, basically like, bro, I'm going back to being heartless. Like, cause I used to be very mean. Like, I had not always been this mellow. Like, I used to be a fucking hothead. I had went to jail for being crazy. Like, I
so
had.
Is that why you asked me what was my first impression of you?
Yeah, I really be curious to know. You know what I mean? Like, because my mind be all over the place. You know what I mean? So I really was curious to know, because I have been a hothead before. You know what I mean? Like, we human. You feel me? And we grow and we get older. You know what I mean? But like, basically, when I like my feelings was hurt or whatever, and I was like, bro, I'm about to go back to being heartless. I'm done being nice, because that shit gets you nowhere. But then I was talking to my sister. I was like just reminiscing. And I was like, I'm that's not true. Like, being nice definitely gets you somewhere. Like, I feel like my attitude and the way I look at life now gets me way farther than the way I used to look at life back then when I ain't had no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? So I love that for myself. And then I did all that shit, like talk like, bro, I'm done. I'm not going to not be nice. You know what I mean? Came home, my friend that I met at the gym, her name is Lisa. I'm going to be in her wedding next month. Why did she drop off a package to my door with like over 10 perfumes? They was like travel size, Gucci, Valentino. Yes, like more of the story. You don't go unnoticed. You know what I mean? Even when you feel like, damn, this shit is getting me nowhere, the smallest things just pop up at you. You know what I mean? The higher above just do little things just to show you, like, I got your back. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind too, y'all.
I think that goes into sowing and reaping. You know what I mean? Like, the more you sow, like it's
you reap what you sow in good and bad.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I always say it's a season for sowing and it's a season for reaping. But you don't do both in the same season. You know what I mean? Like, because the season
basically saying you can't be winning and working at the same time. You saying you got to put that work in.
Yeah, you got to put that work in first. You got to. You got to sow. You got to sow first. You got the farmer knows the best, because they farm in a certain season and then they reap in a certain season. You know what I mean? They reap the benefits of them putting in the effort of farming and harvesting. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like it's a sow. It's a season to sow. It's a season to reap. So I like. You didn't put so many positive ideas in, like you said, like you just start being nice, change your whole mindset of I'm not gonna be negative and be positive. So it's like you sowing positive thoughts into the universe. It gotta come back.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? It gotta come back. It gotta come back for sure.
That's
so it's I love the law of sowing and reaping. I really do. Because the more you put in, the more you get out.
That's true. That's true. That is the honest to God truth, y'all. Yeah. And that's why it frustrates me so bad when people are like Debbie Downers. Yeah. They're so negative. That kills the vibe. Like you are being low vibrational. Mm-hmm. Like a motherfucker for asks for some advice for something. Mm-hmm. You'll give them that advice. Every problem in the world. Every rebuttal in the fucking world. Like you don't want help. You want to stay stuck in that position. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit gets frustrated, bro. And them be the main motherfuckers that keep coming back more and more and more for questions. That's when I start to not be nice no more because I got my limits. I don't give a fuck how nice I am. I got my limits. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be like, all right, now, don't keep coming back to me with this same question. You feel me? No, for me. I don't give a damn who you is. I done had to tell my mama that. I done had to tell my sister that, my daddy that. I done had to tell myself that. You feel me? Sometimes it's about just being accountable. Yeah. That's like the number one fucking thing, bro.
Yeah. People don't take accountability. I think that's why it's a lot of killings happening, and there's a lot of stuff going on in everywhere. Like
you better say it again.
Yeah, not just in Cincinnati,
not everywhere,
but everywhere. Like you know what I mean. So it's just if people really just sat down and had a conversation with like certain stuff just wouldn't happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like just a conversation.
And certain shit ain't necessary. It's not necessary, period.
It really not. It really don't be. It be over stupid stuff.
Over dumb shit.
It really do.
Like really arguments. Like disagreements, breakups.
Over women.
Yes.
It be just goofy. Over weed, over
just
goofy
shit.
Stuff that you can
materialistic shit.
It just be stuff that you can go get again.
Replaceable
like,
shit.
Yeah, right, exactly. So
replaceable
it's
shit.
Just goofy stuff. If somebody rob me right now and take my hair, take everything. Take everything.
That's true
take
though.
everything, bro. I just want to walk away.
Right, that's true.
I'm not about to fight you. I'm not about to do none of that. Unless you infringing on my children's safety or anything like that, I ain't got no squabble with you.
Right, that's true. Take it, like you said.
I was not always like that. I wasn't always passive.
Hell
like,
yeah, bro. I be trying to get my son to get like that, bro. He's 6, but he's delusional.
Yeah, I wasn't always passive. Like I wasn't always just. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't always just like, oh, yeah, I'm going to just chill. I was the hot head, like, you know what I mean? Like, real life hot head, but it's just...
But sometimes it do get frustrating, though. It's cool to walk away, but I will say this. Because we got these little motherfuckers and old motherfuckers, period, breaking into cars, taking things that don't belong to them. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's cool to say, fuck it, take it, but it gets old. Motherfuckers are tired of working working hard for their things, and people thinking that you could come and take what the fuck I done worked hard for. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't even feel comfortable parking their car downtown because they know for a fact a motherfucker gonna bust their window. You know what I mean? Like it's to the point to where me and Brandon, bro, we go somewhere, leave it, the car ain't nothing available for a motherfucker. Leave the glove box open. We literally will leave the shit open just so they know there's nothing in here for you. You know, for real, it's just to that point. You know what I mean? If you go downtown, bruh, on a consistent basis, like just to hang out or anything, your car is going to get broken into. These motherfuckers is busting windows, breaking in cars. They are stealing. It is just ridiculous, bruh.
It is. It really is.
You know, motherfuckers tired of working hard for shit and replacing shit.
Yeah.
Stealing dumb shit. Yeah. Like motherfucker be stealing my gym bag. It's like tampons and shit in there. You feel me? The first time motherfucker took my gym bag, it was some Beats headphones in there. Okay, I was pissed. Second time, bruh, tampons, like Dayquil, you feel me? Like dumb shit. Like, come on now, that shit is frustrating. Like, so we kind of started. You talking about some good stuff. So you kind of started talking about like what I wanted to talk about as far as like men and their feelings and stuff. Like, do you feel like men express their feelings as much as they should? Because you know you got friends. You know what I mean? So you have different friends. So you have a different dynamic of friends. You know what I mean? Like you got single friends, friends in a relationship, like friends that want to be in a. You know what I mean? So how? Yes, exactly. How do you feel about that as far as like men expressing themselves? Like we getting into it, y'all. We getting into it.
Oh man, you trying to get me in trouble?
What, Bookie? Listen, Bookie, don't you start.
No, listen.
She ain't. I'm gonna talk to her. Tell her
It ain't that. It's just, I mean, it's just women that might watch your show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they might feel like, oh, no.
And I take accountability. I don't acknowledge my man's feelings sometimes. It just, and I'm working on that. Yeah. I promise you that, baby. I'm working on that. I love you. But go ahead, I'm listening.
So, I feel like, you want me to speak for... I can only really speak for me.
Okay, I want to hear it.
Okay. So, how I feel, what I feel like while men don't feel the way women want us to feel is because we're not emotional beings.
Okay.
And we are very logical. So we think, okay, so I like to put this in perspective. I can tell you, I want my beard to circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what products. I don't know what to put in that. I just, thought of one day, I want my beard like this. Can you make it like this? Mm-hmm. You gonna know everything in between that to get to my beard looking like that, because you know everything in between, detail.
What you mean, like as far as a woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So. When you put that in perspective, is we are the vision, y'all everything in between that vision.
Facts, I definitely agree with you.
You get what I'm saying?
But sometimes we get tired of that.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's just
we get tired of being.
Listen, hold on. But it's also a flip side. So this is why I said like I'm gonna get in trouble, because it's always a flip side. No, I'm just saying like I say that just to like you know what I mean. Watch what I say.
Right.
Because some women don't accept. Certain...
The truth.
Yeah. Don't accept certain things for how it really is, and they just... It's based off their feelings. Like,
right.
Women go based off their feelings.
Our own feelings. We don't think about other people's feelings. I agree.
So we, that's why I said, men being logical, we think for y'all. Let us think for y'all. Y'all feel for us. Y'all tell us, nah, be more and have more empathy. You mean, be calm.
So basically, you saying the same way that we make suggestions and y'all make changes, you want us to reciprocate.
Exactly.
You basically want us to reciprocate.
Exactly.
And I definitely understand that, because I had to realize that. I had a tendency of only telling Brandon what I want. Mm-hmm. But my man is quiet, he's antisocial, and it feels like sometimes it only come out when it's it's going there, getting there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, and one day we I was saying on Twitter, he don't do social media, but he'll be on Twitter doing FanDuel shit. So one day I fucking got on Twitter and I seen something that I did not like it was a retweet, you know what I mean? Which it was innocent, but it had some true meaning to it. I did get pissed the fuck off.
What did it say?
Bruh, I'm gonna be real with y'all. It just fucking hurt my feelings so bad that he said.
What did it say?
Bruh, it basically said it said something basically it was a retweet of give me your man oral when you wake up in the morning, after fresh breath. He told me, fresh breath with sucking me up every morning is a definite ring. I don't got no fucking ring. You feel?
That's funny. So
basically telling the world that I'm not fucking handling my business enough. Nigga, I work, I didn't have a baby, and I know that I need to do what I need to do as a woman, but still, to go to Twitter and say that versus fucking coming to me, that pissed me the fuck off. Yeah. You feel?
That's funny. I was curious.
But moral of the story, I know as a woman that I just was not handling my man. You feel me? So I had to take the initiative to start shit. Nigga ain't tweeted that shit no more. You know what I mean? So
that's good.
Yeah,
that's you see what I mean? You see it. You see what you lacking in, and you fixing it because it's important to you. You know what I mean? You no.
That shit pissed me the fuck off at first, but sometimes things hurt our feelings and piss us off, but we have to sometimes analyze the situation and sometimes make changes because, I know for at the end of the day, my man returns a favor. I couldn't make that tweet. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could not go make no tweet like that because he don't have to ask me. I don't have to make a tweet about nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that I definitely get where you coming from. So men's feelings do matter. But it's really no but. It's no but. Yeah. It ain't even no but. It's no but. It's no but. Yeah, it's no but.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Me and Dom struggled. Like we had some problems in our relationship where I think it was more so I wasn't appreciating her and she wasn't appreciating me.
And that happens.
But also I feel like I was putting more into it than she was, and she didn't realize it because it's always that persona in this society now that the woman always get put first.
Happy wife, happy life. No. Happy spouse, happy house.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm not making no excuses for my friend. Yeah. But I will say this, and this actually was a recent conversation that we had. Me and her both literally was having a real girl-to-girl conversation. Mm-hmm. Like, not, Buki, you know we love you. And I love you. But we basically, moral of the story, both said that we are both guilty of what we talking about now, and that we are going to make the initiative to work on it. You know what I mean? But I will say this, and our past and shit has nothing to do with you. But, like, I know me and Brandon, we have broken up before, so we have had the turmoil situation. Like, you know, we've had things happen, transpire, like things that happened when we broke up. People, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, so sometimes it puts like a shield up, you know what I mean? Yeah. But one thing I have to say is, when you decide to forgive the person, you have to decide to forgive the person. Right. It's not fair for you to keep holding something, you know what I mean, holding something over somebody's head. Like, if we decided that we're going to work through this and decided that we're going to make it work, we are going to make it work. You know what I mean? So, I just want to throw that out there. Like, I don't fucking know what's going on. Not saying what's going on, but you know what I mean. Like, we just talking about it. Like, when we go, me and Brandon, we fucking go through shit every fucking goddamn week. You know what I mean?
It's about growing,
getting through it, and communication.
I ain't gonna say getting through it. I say handling it and like really coming down to what's the problem or what we fussing about.
But why you don't say getting through it? Why you don't feel like it means
getting through it?
It's like, I gotta do this. I'm doing it for the kids.
Right, exactly. Instead of working,
I want to do
it. Exactly.
I want to.
Exactly.
That's true.
I want to be better.
That's true.
Go back to I want to do better. I want better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you should have that as if you have a significant other, you should have that talk. What can we do better together
to help each other grow?
Exactly.
Because relationships, that's what that shit is about. I don't give a damn. I say this shit all the time because I'm not a clingy person. And I ain't never really think that it was like a problem. But my man, he mentioned to me, he was like, you ain't clingy. Like, he said it like in a little slick way. Like, my man is tough, but he's touchy-feely. Brandon will hold me all night from fucking till he go to sleep till when he wake up. You know what I mean?
Space, you was comfort.
Yes, I am. But at the end of the day, I sometimes feel like I need to be a little bit more clingy and not such like a hard exterior. You know what I mean? But then again, at the same time,
you're a woman. You're supposed to be a woman.
No, I am still a woman.
I'm just saying that though. I'm still a woman. I'm just saying, like, because women is to me is affectionate. And I feel like some women be wanting men to be affectionate. We're not that.
See, I don't. I'm not crazy about that.
You know what I mean? Be that for we. So look, I'm not about to wake you up in the middle of the night if somebody coming in the house. I'm getting up.
You right, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, if you want to be a man, let me tap you. Hey, get up, go. Hey, go handle that.
Right.
But I'm getting up, risking my life.
Right, sleeping by the door at night.
Exactly. I'm getting up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting up and the risk my life to protect my family.
That's true. And that's another reason why I love my man. Like, no matter where we is, no matter where we go, he be like, you know, I gotta sleep next to the door. You know what I mean? It be the little stuff like that. So that's why I want to make the changes too. And like, I will tell my man something, and he will like make the little, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I do. I did start therapy, you know, like just to work on certain shit like that, because I do be trying, like you said, like I am a woman. Like I do sometimes. Yeah, calm down.
I'm just saying because I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like women it's this persona going like women have to be strong.
But we don't.
Y'all don't.
But
if y'all
we have had to. We have had to. I'm gonna be real with you.
Because y'all got raised by
had to be strong.
Because y'all got raised by strong women that had to do it by themselves.
Yeah, but I done been in a situation, bro. Like I said, me and my man broke up, baby. I love you, but you know we keep it real. I done had to be in that situation to be strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know when you get to that stage in a breakup where you have to take space. But ain't no communication.
And you continue in that behavior because you feel like you have to be still, even though you have a man to be strong for you.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
That's true. Like I know I'm not in that space no more. Yeah. You absolutely right though. You absolutely right though.
You ain't in that space no more.
I'm definitely not right.
Let your man be the man. I don't see why women is so like, and I don't really know how to really say it, but it's like they just so in defense about it. Like fuck that, I still gotta be strong. I still gotta do this. You don't.
No, they don't. I'm not making excuses for women. They don't. Yes, when they have a secure man. But I will say this though, Aaron, and this is some real shit. Our situations are one of a few. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? We gotta be real about it. It's a lot of single women out here. It's a lot of battered women out here. You know what I mean? So we do gotta acknowledge that, and we gotta acknowledge them women. But as of right now, we talking about like our situations, like relationship situations. You know what I mean? Committed relationships.
But it's a lot that's happening because I feel like the society now, and it seems like it just they driving the dads out the house.
I agree.
But
I feel like the man is driving the dads out the house. Like, I ain't trying to be funny.
What man?
The man, when I say the man, Uncle Tom, like, think about it, for instance, bruh. Like,
you're talking about the government.
The government, yes, the man, like, for instance.
That's what it's designed to do.
Yeah,
that's why they make women have so much authority over a lot of things. But you gotta think, if it was a man in control of the household, a lot of things would be different. Mm-hmm. A lot of things. If women really just listen to us and let us take lead, and that's what we do. We lead. Y'all follow the lead. Y'all not following this like a servant, but y'all following this and y'all listening to our vision. Like I said, you gonna know everything in between. You gonna know everything. I know the vision. I know where we need to go. But do I know how to heal? Do I know how to heal through the plants? Do I know how to cook? Like, you know what I mean? I can cook, but do I rather
that's
want a woman job to nurture and
take care of the household while you go to work and bring home everything. Exactly.
Why go hunt if you want to bring it back to the stone? Why go hunt? I left the house to go hunt. That's why we're logical beings, because we hunt. Yeah, we go get the bread. We go get the bacon. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just, I feel like if women and men understood their roles as nature, like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be so much better.
Okay.
So much.
And I agree with you. I agree with you so 95%. Because you know, as a woman, I'm still gonna have that 5% just where we need that balance. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? The woman do her thing, the man do their thing, but that balance is still needed. Yes, exactly.
You can't have one without the other, for sure.
We gotta have that balance. I love that. I love that. Sure. This is a real. I got a real ass question for you. What do you think makes a man a man? Like, what makes a man a man? And you can speak for yourself, because I want to answer this question too.
His mind, to me.
Okay. Like his mindset?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I feel like, man, a man, to me, just like stand on principles and morals.
Okay.
And that's what I call a gangster. That's what I call a gangster. Gangsters stand on principle and morals, not just, I'm a killer. And I don't call that really a gangster. I call it a gangster.
Right.
Stand on, like, know who he is and understand who he is and accept who he is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
True to who he is.
Yeah, right, exactly. So that's a man to me. A high standard and stand on principles and morals. That's what I feel like a man is.
Okay. I agree with that. I agree with that. I feel like, me personally, I feel like a man. Let me see. That is a good question. I wrote the question down and I ain't even think about it. Man. Yeah. I feel like what makes a man is, number one, if you got kids, if he's a father. That's number one.
Yeah.
That right there determines everything. Not about money or nothing. Yeah. Do your kid know You know what I mean? Like, who their father is. Like, and that could be anything. A motherfucker can remember their dad. Like I told you, my daddy's alcoholic, but I still love my daddy. Right. One thing I can tell you, my daddy can tell you anything on the internet, on the diction. You get what I'm saying? My daddy is still smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is very, very, very educated. So that's one thing that I can't say about my daddy. My daddy did taught me some shit. My daddy taught me the game. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, that's the number one reason why, like, bruh, and I'm saying this in the most humblest way possible. My heart has not been broke that much. Like, I know the game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I done broke a nigga heart before my heart done been broke. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas done straight up told me, like, I cannot fuck with you just for the simple fact of I don't know where your man, you know, like, and not saying it like that, but I'll express what my mind is, but sometimes people not on your level mentally. You know, people, you can't connect with certain people, and you can't bring certain people with, you know, you cannot get in certain people to your mindset. You know what I mean? So, but let me pivot back to that. I feel like number one thing, as far as a man, if you a father, how you a father, like, but basically, like you said, like your mindset of things, how you look at things, how you react to things, how you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you handle situations? Do you know how to take charge? Like you said, the woman's job is to do the shit in between, but is you doing the shit out of between? You feel what I mean? Like, you doing your part?
Do you have a vision?
Exactly, because a lot of times motherfuckers will want, but don't even know for real what to do on their part. Don't be doing shit on your part. How many times have you met a motherfucker that flat out sit there and tell you what you do, how you do this shit wrong, but they, and I'm just giving some random shit, living at home with their mama, don't go to work, entitled. You get what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers expect the world. Like, don't fucking go to work, living off a woman, living from woman to woman. But they be the main ones that tell you what you did wrong. Or like a person that be like, you hurt my feelings, but they go hurt everybody else's feelings. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, like you said, a mindset thing. So, that's what I think makes a man just basically...
I feel like, sorry to cut you off.
No, you okay.
But it goes back to what you put into life. If I keep complaining about what's wrong, it's going to keep happening.
Absolutely.
Because I'm putting that into the universe. I'm putting it into...
Low vibration.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's like I'm speaking that into existence. But if I speak life into myself every day, what do you think is going to come to me? Right. Energy. Life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything I need to prosper in life is gonna come because I'm speaking it. I'm showing it. I'm sowing that into the universe. I'm sowing that. It's gotta come back.
That's true.
It's law. It's natural law.
It is.
And people don't understand that. And what's crazy what you were saying about, you know, living home with your mother. I know people like that.
Me too. Shit, nigga, everybody do.
That's what I'm just saying.
We got them in our family. Everybody got somebody like that person in their family.
But these are people that feel like nothing's wrong.
Nothing.
I'm not trying to laugh. They feel like nothing's wrong. They feel like nothing is, like, you know what I mean? Comfortability is
but the crazy thing is, I'm not about to say this trying to be funny. The people that they be living with also think nothing is wrong. They enable the fuck out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because it's somebody in their ear making sense of the dumb shit, making sense of the bullshit. You know what I mean? That's really the problem. So when they say that enabling is a real deal thing, that shit's fucking real.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's always a motherfucker, a few motherfuckers, a few other people in their ear making them think the dumb shit they doing and saying is okay.
I'll say the greatest thing my mother and father ever did for me was to be hard on me and be easier on my other siblings.
Man,
because it made me stronger.
Hell yeah, it made me stronger.
It made me just like want to do better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh y'all, like, oh, you got them.
Man, or they always can come back, but I gotta go figure shit out. Hell yeah, that's real shit.
You got turned away, but guess what? I feel better. I feel so much better now because it's like I don't have to turn to nobody forever. I can turn to myself.
You always know. And the thing is, our parents know that.
Yeah,
like, my mama, she will straight up tell me, she like, well, Dad, I don't have to worry about you. Like, I have to worry
exactly.
about I'm like, well, damn. You can, I want you to worry about me. Unfortunately, sometimes I want to be worried about it. But, you know, we can't. And that's why.
Keep going.
You gotta keep going. And that's why, like you said, like, I'm glad as well. You know, my mom, she got some great kids. You know, like, we know our situation. But, like you said, like, I'm glad that you know, they did what they did for the siblings, and my mom did what she did for me, like, and it definitely made me who I was. It made me a successful person, a better person, like, I know how to stay in my lane, I know how to live within my means, you feel me? So, that's some real shit right there. That's some real ass shit right there. This was a good episode.
No, for sure.
This was
an
awesome
good conversation.
This was
a good conversation.
It was.
Because I almost forgot we was on a
okay, but we was speaking about real shit though.
Yeah, no, for real.
Because, and I hope that y'all take some life lessons, because at the end of the day, he done been through shit giving you real shit, and I done been through shit and giving you real shit. You know what I'm saying? And we telling y'all this shit because we love y'all and we care about y'all. You know what I mean? Anybody watching this, like, because at the end of the day, when it comes to some podcasts, motherfuckers point out real shit. You'll forget you had a conversation. They will point it out. Like, we ain't saying nothing to offend nobody. We saying it because we love everybody. You know what I mean? And it's nothing but respect and gratefulness. And like he said, the best thing my parents ever did for me. It's people that be walking around and my mama ain't never did shit for me. Mama didn't gave them the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's some ungrateful ass fucking people in this world.
Because they just want, and not understanding that it's lessons in everything, whether it's good or bad, it's lessons in everything.
Absolutely.
I learned from everything. I think I learned so much of failing that I did from succeeding.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? I learned from bumping my head. I kept like learning, like, damn, nope, I ain't about to do that. Nope, my lights got cut out this time, so I know. You know what I mean?
I'm about to say that money this time. Exactly. No, we not going to the liquor store.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
it's just like I learned different lessons that I feel like my siblings didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they did, like, because now
but they didn't have to because they had our parents to run to.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? They didn't have to. But the whole time, it's just so crazy. But I don't know about your situation, but I'm assuming motherfucker don't even run to the like. I don't I'm not half the shit I go through. I'm not even calling my mama to tell her. You feel me? Like if I do, it's emergency.
And it's like I'm giving it right back to you.
Yes.
If it's money wise, I'm giving it right back to you, and it's like.
But I'm not even just speaking on money. I'm speaking of real life situations. Like. Shit, anything. Like.
No, I can't really.
Like, say fucking. I don't fucking know. Say shit, something as simple as if my fucking tire blows. She's not gonna hear about it until after the fact. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know that sounds minor, but I'm just giving you a prime example. Like, I'm not about to call my mom for every single thing and every single problem that I endure. You get what I mean? Because I can't fucking figure it out. Like, I'm gonna tell her about the shit after the fact. Period. You know?
That's like an incident. Like, my boy, he got arrested, and his mom wanted him out, got him a lawyer. I told him, I said, bro, I said, bro, you so blessed. I could have called my mama.
Right.
I could have called my mama and
got a lawyer and got out of jail.
And say, hey, mom, hey, I need a lawyer. I need to get bonded out. Who? You what?
What you do?
Yo, you in there? You stuck.
Even if she got the money, she not about to go out her way. My mama don't even believe in going to court for a traffic.
I said, bro, you so blessed, bro. Your mama got you out.
Yeah.
You ain't got you one of the best lawyers in the fucking city.
Right.
I said, bro, if I didn't have the money to go get me out or go get a lawyer, or my woman don't got my money to go get, I'm in there. I'm fighting my case in there.
Yeah, that's true. And that's a lot of people's situations.
Like,
that's a lot of people's situations. A lot of people don't even have no mama to call.
Exactly.
No, we don't have nobody. No baby mama, no woman, no lady, no wife, no nothing.
No, for real.
So,
no, for real.
That's
if
another
it ain't
thing.
self, they ain't got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's a blessing to have a parent that's like at 30-something years old that come bond you out and get you a lawyer.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
And have your back.
Man, listen.
I kissed my mama's feet. She did that.
That's real shit. That's real.
And my mama told me I didn't have to pay rent. Come. Well, I'm over there, and guess what? It's only gonna take me a year to make $1 million. And my mama told me
if you didn't have to go pay no bills and go home and sit down and handle your business, yes, absolutely.
So it's the mindset of people that like they just feel like it's owed to them and entitlement, and this is you supposed to do this. I ain't asked to be here. I understand that, but at some point in time, you have to.
Like I said, when you know better, do better.
Yeah, not for real.
The fuck, shit. The world ain't nobody don't for real. Nobody don't owe you shit. Yeah, once you get past 18 years old, nobody don't owe you shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's
sometimes it be younger than that.
Hell
it be younger than that, where you gotta grow up at 15 to 16. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta grow up at that time. Like, I commend people like that grow up with a child, still going to high school, still doing this, and still prosper at the end of the day with a child.
My sister, she had her first baby when she was 16. My sister had her fourth kid by the time she was maybe like 22, 23 years old. My sister never been on no Section 8. My sister, man, what? My sister my sister working finance, like great job, successful woman, kids that are out of school, graduated high school, my sister has beat them statistics. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely salute my sister. So that also ties back to sometimes we did not need that help. You know, sometimes other people needed that help more than us.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Like we kind of did shit different, and sometimes we learn from other people's mistakes. Like I know I did. You know what I mean? Like I love my nieces and nephews. I love my sister, but I knew, like, you know what? Bitch, you know you had me babysitting. My sister had me babysitting like a motherfucker. I was hustling her ass. I charged $5 every bottle, $5 to change Pampers. You feel me? Like by the time she'd get home from going to the club, I had about $50 come Monday at school. You feel me? I had some money. I was making some money. You know what I mean? But I knew, like, okay, babysitting cool, but I love being able to go home and not have no kids. I'm not having no kids no time soon. You know what I mean? So I didn't have my first kids. I was 24. You know what I mean? So that we learn from different shit, and we don't understand certain shit. You know, like we do, but we don't. So we don't. I don't know. Let me see how to say this. We are grateful for sometimes that we cannot come to our parents, and we understand. But still, it would have been nice to still always feel that equal amount. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. But then again, as I have my own children, I am learning each day that you do love your kids differently. Each kid is not on the same level. No, I do not love no kid more than the other. But each kid is on a different level. You know, you got to love each kid differently. Yes, like that don't mean I love my other kids.
Some kids you out here just go ahead, you know, like
literally. And at the end of the day, it could rotate. You get what I'm saying? It could be 10 years I'm focusing on Bentley, and then 5 years, 7's giving me hell. But Bentley doing good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gotta worry about
so we definitely understand that. So this was awesome. So, but we got to throw Dominique in here one more time. What's your favorite thing about my friend? I know it's a huge list. We don't have all day.
It really is.
We do not have all day, Pookie. I'm sorry, but we don't got all day. This nigga to express his love.
My favorite thing.
You can give me 3.
What? Like, what you mean? Like
anything. It could be like I'm gonna tell you my favorite thing about her. One of my favorite things about Dominique is how, like, she's so quiet to the outside world, but she could get funny as fuck. When the bar heel come out.
No, she actually funny. When I say she's funny, she is like one of the funniest person I know ever. I'm not gonna lie, she's funny.
But people would not expect that from her.
I say she is very. I think I was just telling her this too. My favorite thing about her. My favorite thing about her is that she is very, like, intuitive with her feelings.
Okay.
So she is very, like, intuitive. Like, so the reason why I fell in love with Dominique is because, like, she keep me want to do better.
Okay.
Like,
she makes you want to be a better man.
Yeah, she makes me want to be a better man. She challenged me to do better.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? She just always challenged me. What, did you do this?
Did you try this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Oh, you know you need to do that. So it's
Right.
just always something.
And she's so smart.
Yeah. And it's just, I see the same characteristics in my mother, because my mother do that. She always credited everything.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? She's like, well, did you do this? I don't give a fuck if you made the bed up perfect. Well, did you fold the corners up like that?
Right.
Who the fuck even worried about that?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck worried about fucking corners? Like, so it's just like she challenged me in a lot of ways. I think that's another way. And I think it's another thing I love about her is she's the complete opposite of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so optimistic, but she give it to her. But what if this happened? What would you do if this happened? Like,
right.
Like, you know, she's not negative, but it's always another side to things. Like,
she don't want you to make no mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. So she pushed me to do. She pushed me to be great. Like, she pushed me to be
a better man.
Yeah, step out and do shit that you don't normally do. Like, you know what I mean? And
That's
I think we challenge each other too. I think we challenge her to think of things differently than how she is, because she an earth sign. So what I represent with earth signs, they got to stay grounded.
Mm-hmm.
They got to stay stable. And
right.
Just everything just got to be. You know what I mean?
Yes, she has always been like that.
So it's with us, we air signs. You're a Gemini, I'm a Libra.
Yes.
We air signs, so we kind of like
go with the flow, and we will wake the fuck up and
yeah,
want to go get our
yeah,
master's
yeah,
degree
you
or
know
some
what I mean?
random ass shit.
Like we did.
Like I'm telling you, like I literally woke
yeah,
up one day,
so,
it was
yeah.
on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
saw this place
Yeah.
for rent, text the lady, said, can I come see
Yeah.
it? Saw it,
Yeah.
sat at least. It be random.
Yeah.
But you got to be like that.
Yeah,
though.
but you gotta be.
You
gotta
have
be.
to.
And then it's like what I associate with air is you can't grab it. You can't sustain it.
Yeah,
you can't
right.
put it nowhere.
And you cannot
So
be just still in one place.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why
we are not okay just staying in
Yeah,
one thing. Like
yeah.
I tell Brandon all the time, that's where sometimes our problem come into play, because like he be like, damn, I thought we was doing good. Nigga, that ain't enough. You hear me? That ain't enough. Every day you need, and me too though. Every day we need to work like we trying to date each other again and fall in love with each other. I will get bored. I will get bored. My man knows this. Like that's how the mind wanders. Not saying like I'm a cheater or nothing. You know what I mean? But like I have commitment issues. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just who I am, and it ain't even just with relationships. Like I done had over 30 jobs. Yeah, I flow. I go with the flow of shit. And when shit ain't flowing, I'm get to going. You hear me? Shit ain't flowing, I get to motherfucking going.
But I feel like that's why me and her work so perfect, because she the total opposite.
Yeah, that's how my Brandon is. He's a Sagittarius.
She
He's
wanna
a fire sign.
She wanna grab me, but it's like I'm up in smoke. Like we can't grab her smoke.
I know
So
what
it's
you
just
mean.
like I feel like I come down to her level and try to be grounded, because it's like she moves so swift. I say swift and like she's just so firm. Like you know what I mean? She's so firm with everything she do. Oh no, I'm not doing that. It's boom. For me, it's like okay, fuck it, like
right.
Like we can do it, like fuck it, like because I'm also a big risk taker.
You more open.
Yeah,
you more open to it. Yes,
open.
I understand.
So very open.
I understand.
Very open to the point where it's like, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. I don't care. Like,
yeah,
let's do it.
I understand.
And she very stuck. I ain't gonna say stuck in a way, but she
but she's very black and white. She is black and white. It is what the fuck it is. My friend, she's organized. She likes things the way it is. She wants good credit, good life. You know what I mean? She wants what she wants. Like, and that's kind of how Brandon is. Kind of, sort of like he's a Sagittarius, so he's like very. You gotta take him there. Yeah, you have to take him there. But as long as he's chill, but Brandon used to try to like hold on to me, control me and shit like the first time around. But I feel like now it's more of a respect thing and a balance thing. Brandon don't like to go out and go to bars and clubs and shit. You know, I'll go out and I will turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but we have to learn that balance. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no turning up, stand up till 6 a.m. You come in at 2 a.m. You know what I mean? So, you gotta have that balance.
You like me, bro, because I'm a fucking night out. I can go all night.
But my thing is, I would be okay if Brandon come be a night out with me.
Type shit.
You get what I'm saying? I'm never saying don't come with me. If bruh, I would be that bitch where my nigga sitting right back here with me. I don't give a damn. Of course I will have girl time, but I would not mind if my man like, bruh, years ago, one time me and Brandon, we went out, we had so much fun. We went to the casino, we went to the bar, we had a ball. Like, he don't do shit like that, and we always talk about that night. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
exactly.
he not a heavy drinker, so
yeah,
I got that nigga drunk. You know what I mean? So that should be fun. Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
and we are opposites, like how you said you and Dominique. That's how we are.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like, Brandon will fucking go in the house and smoke all day. I will out drink his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
He'll about to go be chilled and kick it in.
Yeah.
So
and he'll stay at home with the kids.
Yeah, be in the space.
Brandon will be at home with the kids. That's why I love my man. That nigga, I can go on a trip. If he ain't got work, he don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I come home, my baby be looking crazy, but she's alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She done ate,
So
she done changed her pamper, and she's alive. She might be in the same outfit for 2 days, but she's alive. You know what I mean? Like, he'll take a brand new pair of pants with an old ass shirt and put it on her, but she be surviving and she be okay. You know what I mean? So, I love that. This was a good episode, y'all. We do have to wrap it up, though, because, you know, we'll be here all night. You know what I mean? Shit, we got kids and shit. And I want us to be able to beat the traffic, but this was awesome. But I want to say what I love about Dominique, too, though. What I love about my friend is she made me put more effort into myself, into loving myself. You know what I mean? Like, Dominique, she do, like, bruh, Dominique, she is such a beautiful person on the inside and out, but she is so beautiful on the outside. Like, when I say my friend makeup be to a T, like, she just knows how to put that shit on. You know what I mean? Like, she knows how to make that shit flow. Like, she made me put more effort into myself, you know, just to, like, being more of a woman. You know what I mean? So, I love that about her. And what I love about me and Dominique is, like he said, like air signs, I'm a Gemini, so I tend to I don't get into it with people, but people cannot handle the shit that I say. Dominique don't give a fuck about what the fuck I was talking about. And if I'm taking it too far, she would be like, "This ain't nobody worried about you," or "This shut." You get what I'm saying? She would tell me to shut up. She not worried about me.
She lets you be you.
She lets me be me, and she loves me for me. She don't got a problem with
what
me.
I love about her, that's what I love about her. She let me be me.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, though, because she get on my goddamn nerves.
But she, like I was saying about my dad, she not about to tell you no bad shit. She not about to tell you to jump in front of traffic. It'd be for the better. It definitely be for the better. Okay, man, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then one last thing that I do love about my friend is she's just a good mom. She's just a good woman, period. Like, I'm not even literally hyping it because I know that anybody could just say that. You know what I mean? But she really is a good woman. She is just a good person. Good spirit, awesome. She always has been like that. Like, she will give you the shirt off her fucking back, if you know what I mean. Like, and she gonna have your fucking back. She gonna ride for you, no matter how proper or nice you think she is. If you take her there, she will go there on that ass.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I've
So.
seen it multiple times. Yes. With it. Everything. Yes. You ain't never lie.
But for real though. Once that Barn Hill side come out, it's over.
So.
Okay? And when she tell you that she from Barn Hill, you better fucking leave her the fuck alone. That's all I got to say. But see, Dominique, that's how you know we love you, Boogie, because we wrapping up the episode with you. But I just would like to throw in there that if anyone would like to be a guest on my show, or if you have any, like, you know, promo or anything that you want to let the world know, you can contact me at askvitamind@gmail.com. And again, that's askvitamind@gmail.com. Follow me on all socials, Vitamin D with the T. You want to? Oh yeah, he has no social media, so just tell my nigga what's up in the comments. Right. So thank y'all. He's silly. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and peace.